The Thoroughbred is a magnificent animal, bred for speed, bred to compete, the sport of kings.
Wow, West Coast has it by 6.
It's the all-new Let's Go Racing from Parx Casino and Racetrack. It's action-packed and fun for the entire family.
3 of them are right together with 1 furlong to go.
Let's Go Racing is brought to you by the Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association. It's fun to see them run.
Welcome to Let's Go Racing. Here with you is Danny Gibson and Dick Girardi, and we're coming to you right from Parx Racing to bring you all the latest in horse racing and news. On today's show, it's racing coast to coast with Whitney Day at Saratoga and Del Mar's Grade 1 Clement Hirsch. And no racing at Parx, but top racing around the country.
Yeah, no question. Some huge races. Breeders' Cup Classic clearly on our mind. It's coming up in November. A Winning You're In the Whitney. And we'll be back here in 9 days, Danny, and when Parx comes back, it's PA Day at the races on that Monday, with basically the whole card is $100,000 Pennsylvania bred stakes, and then the following day, the Smarty Jones, the Catherine Sophia, and the Parx Dash, all of which are preps for our big day on Pennsylvania Derby Day.
I always look forward to Pennsylvania Day at the races. Not only do all the Pennsylvania breeders come here, enjoy a nice lunch, get to watch some of the horses they bred, but we raffle a gator. A gator is one of those really cool, like golf cart, souped up, four-wheeler looking things that everybody has on a farm, and we're raffling them off for $10 an entry. Make sure you get your tickets because...
Now, if I enter, Danny, can I ride this thing down Street Road? Is that okay?
I think it's street legal. We could get Dick street legal, that's for sure.
I'm in. I'm a player here.
Definitely. But if it's turning for home, the Pennsylvania breeders, what's better than that?
No question.
Well, let's talk a little horse racing. It was Whitney Day up at Saratoga. It's the Grade 1 Whitney $1 million purse. It's a big one, going a mile and an eighth. And the favorite is Life is Good, 4 to 5 post time.
Of course he's the favorite. He's always the favorite. Life is Good has been favored in every race of his life except none. All of them. He's just fast. He comes out fast and he keeps going.
Olympiad takes second choice at 9 to 5 for Bill Mott, Junior Alvarado back up to ride.
Now, Olympiad has been great. He's obviously had a perfect 2022, 5 for 5, but it's been Grade 3, it's been Grade 2. He's been chasing kind of softer paces. Well, he ain't going to be chasing a soft pace in this race.
No, and of course our Pennsylvania Derby winner, Hot Rod Charlie, in there. And Zoomer, a lot of you guys here at Parx probably remember him because he used to run here at Parx before he was claimed up at New York, and claimed recently by Mark Casse and Gary Barber.
Yeah, look, Mark Casse and Gary Barber, two of the sharpest guys in the sport. I was very surprised they put this horse in here. I wasn't surprised to see Hot Rod Charlie, who, by the way, for all the close losses he's had, he's over $5 million in his career, and of course he's always a PA Derby winner.
Well, really cool field. Win and you're in the Breeders' Cup Classic. Here is the call of the Whitney.
Life is Good is the leader here. It's Life is Good by a length now over Hot Rod Charlie, with Olympiad racing in third. 2.5 lengths from the front, the opening quarter mile in 23 3/5 seconds, and now they're on the Saratoga backstretch. And it is Life is Good. Life is Good opens up here. Life is Good by 3.5 lengths. Olympiad and Hot Rod Charlie right together, second and third. And the trailers are together. Happy Saver and Zoomer. The half mile, 46 4/5 seconds. Life is Good setting the pace here and leading by 2.5 lengths. Hot Rod Charlie is second by 2.5. With Olympiad next in third, then Happy Saver and Zoomer, and Life is Good will take the field into the far turn and leads by almost 3 lengths. Down on the inside is Hot Rod Charlie in second, with Olympiad next in third, 3/4 up in 1:10 4, and they're coming for the top of the stretch, and it is Life is Good, the leader. Hot Rod Charlie now makes his run at the outside of Life is Good, so it's Life is Good, Hot Rod Charlie, Happy Saver has come through down on the inside, and Olympiad is next, and they're moving for the 8th pole. Down on the inside, it is Happy Saver trying to get to Life is Good. Life is Good now moves down to the inside. Happy Saver had a veer there. And then it is Hot Rod Charlie, and they're coming for the finish. It is Life is Good still in front. Life is Good is the winner.
Life is Good gets the win with jockey Irad Ortiz. An interesting last part of that stretch, though.
It was. Look, Life is Good ran Olympiad out of the race. We mentioned possibly the hot fractions would take out Olympiad. It did. thought Hot Rod Charlie did what he always does, gave a big run. Happy Saber, terrific for second. But yeah, around the 8th pole, Life is Good's got the race won. Irad looks back to his left, sees Happy Saber, also trained by Todd Pletcher, who trains Life is Good, and he just veers to his left. What are you doing? There wasn't a DQ situation. He was several lengths clear, but just ride your horse to the finish line. Johnny V, being the pro he is, and also riding for Todd Pletcher, said, hey, he was well clear, no problem. But why? What are you doing?
Yeah, and a really good article, Richard Migliore, former jockey and on-camera personality for Fox Sports. He did call him out, and rightfully so.
Yeah, I just didn't think it was necessary, and Irad does that too often. And I thought it took away from a great horse's win in a great race, and it's a win and you're in for the Breeders' Cup Classic. I don't know how many times Life is Good will run, if at all, between now and the Classic.
Agreed.
I would think once, maybe. But man, just think if we can get Life is Good in the winner's circle against Flightline, who will be running at the end of the month in the Pacific Classic, that would be some show.
Oh, absolutely. And I know Hot Rod Charlie got third, but what a performance. It looked like he was going to catch him at some point. Of course, Happy Saber ran second, so Todd, a 1-2 finish for him. But Hot Rod Charlie, I mean, what a horse he really is.
He's amazing. He just happened to be running against some really, really good horses. He's been terrific in all these races. And he's just not quite fast enough to catch the best of the generation. And Life is Good is the best of that group until maybe he meets Flightline, and we'll see.
He is fast on another level,
Yes,
that's for sure. A great Whitney. Well, it's time for us to head to our first break, but don't go anywhere because lots of horse racing for us to talk about when we come back.
And She Dares the Devil takes the lead. Blue Stripe is coming to make a race of it.
If you want action and you want it now, you got to get the new Parks Racing mobile app. Wager and watch thoroughbred and harness racing from around the world. With the Parks Racing mobile app, it's easy to open and fund your account. Then place your wagers and cheer on your horse as they thunder down the stretch. With the Parks Racing mobile app, you'll easily make withdrawal requests, view the previous day's replays and results. Plus, open any new account now, and you'll be automatically enrolled in the Parks Rewards program. The more you wager, the more you earn. Get the new Parks Racing mobile app and get in on the action.
The PA Horse Breeders Association introduces the Pennsylvania Stallion Series. 4 brand new races to be run at Parks for PA-sired, PA-bred 2-year-olds. There are 2 $100,000 contests on August 22nd. PA Day at the races. September 24th, PA Derby Day has 2 more races, each with a $200,000 purse. The PA Stallion Series. Yet another reason why Pennsylvania is the premier place to breed and race. For more, please visit pabred.com.
Well, welcome back, everybody. Our national coverage is brought to you by our Chapman Auto Group. If their emblem's not on the back of your car truck, well, you paid too much, so get over to Chapman Auto Group. Well, let's go back to Saratoga. It's the Grade 1 test for our fillies. 3-year-olds going 7 furlongs, $500,000 is the purse, and the number 1 Mataray is our favorite, 1 to 5 post time.
Yeah, this is always one of my favorite races of the year, Danny. It's like, all right, do you have a horse that wants to go long or short? Where do you put him? The test is the spot. Look, Mataray has won at a mile. Unbelievably impressive in the Acorn on Belmont Stakes Day. 1 to 5 here off of the 2 races in a row. Won the 8 bells at Churchill before that.
Yeah, by Pioneer of the Nile. I was very impressed when I saw her when we were out at the Kentucky Derby. She had a big win there in the 8 bells. And her second choice is Hot Peppers for Rudy Rodriguez. 6 to 1 morning line. Luis Saez back of riding.
Yeah, Rudy is having a nightmare meet, over 35 going into this race, and Hot Peppers is all speed, hoping to take this field gate to wide.
The test, always a nice race. Here's the call.
The quarter went in 22 and 2/5 seconds. Hot Peppers showing the way here and leading by about a length. It is November Rain and Wish You Well right together, second and third. Now Monterey begins to pick it up from 4th as the field goes around the far turn. Hot Peppers ran the half in 45 and 1/5 seconds. Monterey looks to come on through down at the rail. Monterey has gained now into second and is going after Hot Peppers as the field heads for home. It is Hot Peppers and Monterey on the outside. Hot Peppers still in front. Monterey driving up on the outside with an eighth of a mile to the finish. It is Hot Peppers and Monterey, and here is Chi-Town Lady putting in a late run. Chi-Town Lady was last going up the back stretch. She is contending for the lead here with Hot Peppers, and it's Chi-Town Lady.
Well, it's Wesley Ward coming from the back. That's not something we normally see with Chi-Town Lady to get the win with Joao Rosario, who's having one incredible Saratoga meet.
Yeah, and that's 10 graded stakes win. IRAD has 5. Nobody else has more than 1. Look, Wesley put Chi-Town Lady in here, open to run second or third. That's why they Joel rode her like he did. She normally has a little bit of speed. She said, well, then we'll sit back and hope to pass a few tiring horses. Well, he passed them all. Hot Peppers ran great. I don't know what the deal was with Matarea. I thought that Flavien gave her a pretty good ride, cut the corner, came outside. She had every chance. Now, it started pouring an hour before the race. First time on some track other than fast. Maybe that was it.
Right.
You really couldn't account for Chi-Town Lady, not on paper. Those two had run against each other one time back in April, and Chi-Town Lady had finished a mere 16 lengths behind Matarea. It changed in the test.
Yeah, I think the track had a lot to do with it, not taking anything away. She is now a Grade 1 winner.
Indeed,
congratulations to her and Wesley Ward. And I think we see Matarea and Hot Peppers come back and do more.
I would think, yeah.
Won't be their last day.
No.
Well, let's keep it going with the girls. Let's go to Del Mar for 3-year-olds and up for fillies and mares. It's the Grade 1 Clement Elhirsch. A mile and 16th, $400,000 is the purse, and our favorite is She Dares the Devil, 4 to 5 for trainer Brad Cox.
Yeah, she's closing on $3 million in earnings, and she won the Hirsch last year.
Private Mission for trainer Bob Baffert, who's back training, has second choice here at 7 to 2.
He is, and she's run 9 times with 5 wins and closing on $500,000.
Track announcer Trevor Denman with the call of the Clement Hirsch.
Private Mission leads them by a length and a half. She Dares the Devil comfortable in second. Then comes Blue Stripe in the white cap, 4 lengths off the leader now. Sousay's dropped back a bit at the rail, and Desert Dawn is last. They head to the half-mile pole, and it's still Juan Hernandez and Private Mission leading them by a length and a half. She Dares the Devil, though, going comfortably second, and now moving up without being asked. She Dares the Devil only half back. In the third spot is Blue Stripe, who's in with a shot, Soothsay, and then Desert Dawn. Now they've turned the pressure on as they come to the 5/16th, and She Dares the Devil takes the lead. Blue Stripe is coming to make a race of it. She Dares the Devil, Blue Stripe. Desert Dawn has come from behind to be in third. At the top of the lane, and Blue Stripe looking for the upset gets the lead. She Dares the Devil at the rail. Desert Dawn plugging away from third. Homeward bound in the Clement Hirsch, and it's Blue Stripe in full flight for the wire. Blue Stripe in front by 2.5 with a 16th to go. And Blue Stripe and Hector Berrio have won the Grade 1 Clement Hirsch.
Blue Stripe getting the win and first graded stakes victory for jockey Hector Berrios. He had to be pumped up.
Yeah, he is a star in his home country in Chile, and as you said, first graded stakes here in America. This Blue Stripe, remember, ran in the Breeders' Cup Distaff last year at 55 to 1 off a giant layoff, as in like from May to November, and you're thinking, what is this guy doing? Well, apparently he knew what he was doing, because she's now won a Grade 2 and now a Grade 1. Blue Stripe, a player in the Distaff division.
Oh, definitely. And third start since a recent layoff, so that had to be helpful for her, but she was really impressive. What a determined win. She Dares the Devil lost the photo, getting third for second place finish.
It looked like to me she ran her normal race. She just wasn't good enough. I mean, Florana after the race, she said, well, what went wrong? Really nothing. He gave her a good ride. She just couldn't keep up with the other two.
Definitely. Desert Dawn got second place. The Arizona bred. She is now the second highest earning Arizona bred.
Now that's information you don't get anywhere but here on Let's Go Racing.
Absolutely. Well, let's keep it going. Let's go to the Jersey Shore at Monmouth Park. It's the Jersey Shore Stakes, $100,000, 6 furlongs, and our favorite is Lightning Larry for Jorge Delgado and Chantel Sutherland.
Yeah, you and I saw him on Preakness Day win the Chick Lang and do it pretty impressively. But the horse we're really interested in here is the really good PA bred, the one Witty. Keep an eye on the one post as they break in this race.
And they're off. Witty was off pretty slowly. The rest of them Right together, Lightning Larry. Here's Defend coming through on the inside. Provocateur is in between them, a close-up third. And Zenbei is fourth, only 2 lengths off the lead. Then Other Revolution, followed by Speaking with 4 to make up. At the rail comes Passin' Stowe, and Witty, after that tardy beginning, is at the back of the field. It's Defend into the far turn, doing it nicely thus far. Pressed by Lightning Larry in second. Speaking making a wide bid. Provocateur at the rail. Zenbei is in between those two. Here's Provocateur with a bold move to the front. Speaking on the outside, moves into second. And in between them, Lightning Larry as the field turns for home. Defend has dropped right out of it. Top of the stretch, and Provocateur opens up 2 lengths. Lightning Larry trying to re-rally inside Speaking, and here's Witty. Witty on the outside closing. Provocateur, a 3-length lead, and running strongly through the stretch. It's going to be Provocateur, a decisive winner of the Jersey Shore.
Provocateur getting the win. Another win for trainer Todd Pletcher. Yeah, I mean, made that really nice move up the rail, and Witty just simply fell asleep in the starting gate.
Yeah, no, this is a neat horse, Provocateur. I've seen him run. I remember watching him run in the Hutchinson at Gulfstream. Most recently, third behind Jack Christopher by a bunch, but no disgrace there in the Woody Stevens. And got the trip, came through on the inside. And we mentioned Witty. Everybody saw him miss the break completely. Well, he had zero chance. Came with a huge run. I thought in many ways this was Witty's best race yet. Open company. He's good. Really good job by McLean Hendricks, of course, is the son of the owner, Lizzie Merriman.
Yeah, exciting to see what he will do continuing forward. And I bet you there was a big winner's circle with My Racehorse and Spendthrift getting the win with Provocateur.
Yeah, My Racehorse does not ever come with just a few people in the winner's circle.
Well, let's keep it going. Big racing up at Saratoga. It's the $1 million Grade 1 Caesars Saratoga Derby Invitational for 3-year-olds on the turf, a 1.3/16. And our favorite is Nation's Pride for Charlie Appleby.
Yeah, it's the Appleby-Godolphin connection, which was so good last year in the US of A. Ran second to Classic Causeway in the Belmont Derby when Classic Causeway got loose on the lead and kept on going.
And Todd Pletcher sends out Annapolis for second choice at 5-2 with Irad Ortiz.
Yeah, Annapolis is really just over a length from being undefeated. And that was in the Penn Mile on that bog at Penn National. I don't think you can judge anything by those results. The horse that won was like a bazillion to 1.
Yeah, take that one out. Here's the race of the Saratoga Derby.
As the field heads for the backstretch, and on top is Classic Causeway. Classic Causeway is the leader here by a 1.5 lengths. With Big Long Shot Main Event racing in second. Nation's Pride down on the inside in third. Emmanuel's in between horses. Stone Age in the clear on the outside. Break of 2 to Annapolis. And then it's another 6 lengths back to the rest of the field. Royal Patronage, who is followed next by Psy Dog, then a Grand Sonata and Ethereal Road. It is still Classic Causeway showing the way here. Classic Causeway by a little more than a length. Main Event runs in second as they go around the far turn. It is still Classic Causeway, now clear by 2 lengths. And Nation's Pride has now picked it up and moved into second. On the far outside is Stone Age racing in third. Annapolis down towards the inside as the field comes off the turn and enters the stretch. And it is Classic Causeway. And on the outside, Nation's Pride, who is all out. Annapolis is now kicking in as they come down for the 8th pole. Here is Nation's Pride up to take the lead from Classic Causeway. Annapolis is third. They're coming on for the finish, and it will be the Irish bred Nation's Pride.
Well, Nation's Pride getting the win. Jockey William Buick sat a little closer to Classic Causeway, who set a great pace for this race and really hang on for a very nice third.
Yeah, I thought Classic Causeway proved that other race was no fluke. He ran terrific again, and really came down to a sprint to the finish. Nation's Pride or Annapolis, and Nation's Pride just had more, as these European horses always seem to do against the USA grass horses.
It's kind of fun to watch the jockeys. They ride so differently, and you could really see William Buick getting Nation Pride going around that turn, but you have to give a shout out to our boy Kenny McPeak. I mean, he's done a really good job getting Classic Causeway to regain that confidence and relax on the lead a little bit and find a new surface.
Yeah, no question. Third in the Ohio Derby on the dirt. And that was kind of the race that you said, hey, this is a different dimension of this horse, showed some toughness he hadn't shown, then wins the Belmont Derby at 26-1 and runs really good here at 5-1.
Yeah, they're cashing, getting some good return on that investment there. Well, we're going to head to another break. When we come back, we have another Turning for Home spotlight horse for you. More race recap. Stick around.
Turning for Home is a nonprofit that has provided nearly 2,800 former racehorses with a safe retirement. The program was created through the foresight of the Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association.
We all love animals, and to give back to something that helps us so much, it's a great thing.
Responding to the need for a better system that addressed the uncertain future for the retiring equine population at Parks Racing, the PTHA rallied horsemen to support the program.
These horses can do anything from hunter jumpers to western to therapeutic riding.
Turning for Home became the first on-track retirement program at a year-round racetrack.
We want to make sure that our horses that have run so well for us over the years get the great opportunity to get a new vocation.
Out of everything that we've done in Pennsylvania for racing, I think that's the thing we can be most proud of.
If you would like to help these amazing animals find a great second career and forever home, please give us a call or contact us at turningforhome.org.
Welcome back. Our Jockey and Trainer of the Week is brought to you by Turning for Home, which is our racehorse retirement program here at Parks Racing. And before we get to that, we'd love to share another great Turning for Home spotlight horse with you. Paloma Gree, this beautiful gray mare, retired by owner and trainer Penny Pierce. Well, she never did break her maiden, but she found success after racing. All this credited to the foundation she had, being broke to ride by Kelsey Parisi, who is a longtime race tracker herself, being a former assistant to Butch Reed. And she also had her trainer's license, but you know when a horse comes from her, it can do anything, and that's what Paloma Gree is doing. Just 6 weeks off the track, she took the Gloucester County 4-H Fair by storm with her new adopter, Sam. And I have to say, Dick, it really brought me back.
That was you.
That was me.
Youth,
that was me when I was a youth at the 4-H Fair with all those ribbons that my mom probably didn't keep. That's okay,
she didn't
Mom.
keep? Come on.
I know. We kept some of the big ones. That's all right, Mom. We kept the good ones. Well, let's keep going. So our Jockey of the Week, Ruben Silvera.
Of course.
Not only is my man on break here from Parks Racing, he is all over the road and
winning everywhere.
18th in the country for wins, 122 wins right now.
That? Top 20 in America.
I actually passed him on the highway coming home. I was coming home from the beach. He was coming home from Monmouth, and he was all smiles.
I bet he was.
He had a few wins that day. Well, let's go to Trainer of the Week, and have to give it to our Hall of Fame trainer, Kate DeMasi. Look at this stat. Last 11 starts, 3 wins in a row, 3 seconds, 3 thirds.
And wasn't there a particular horse that won at Penn National, Danny? I can't remember that horse's name.
Clemenza.
Or the owner might be.
Me and my mom, he did it again back to back. He fulfilled a personal goal that I had of winning back to back in Clemenza. It was one of his best races, and we're so proud of him.
Yeah, he was just game the whole way, would not give up, and I sent Danny the speed figure, career best buyer figure. Look out for Clemenza.
Look out, Clemenza. We're going to kiss his hoof and everything. Well, let's keep it going with a race recap at Mountaineer. It's the Grade 3 West Virginia Derby, $500,000 going a mile and an eighth.
And this almost looked like a carbon copy of the Belmont Stakes without the 2 Pletcher horses. We the People is in front, Skippy Longstocking is stalking the 6 and the 7. They go around the track together, and Skippy Longstocking, the son of Exaggerator, who was so good on those off tracks, loved this one, and he goes on to win the West Virginia Derby.
He certainly did. You got to think he relished in that mud and had a great position. Good ride by jockey Edwin Gonzalez.
Yep.
Simplification kind of stuck down on the inside.
We'll see Simplification in the PA Derby for sure. I would think there's a reasonable chance we're going to see Skippy Longstocking. Obviously, Sappy Joseph has good memories of the PA Derby with Math Wizard.
Well, we look forward to seeing Simplification and Skippy Longstocking. Let's stick in Mountaineer, and you'll see why in a minute. It's the Grade 3 West Virginia Governor Stakes. $200,000 is the purse. They go a mile and 16th. And Derby House, he's a Parks horse. He's in there with a game home run.
He is a Parks horse, newly in the Carlos Guerrero barn. Abner Dormino went up to ride, and Derby House is taking the lead. Looks like he has a chance, but here comes that man, Brad Cox. And Folsom with Paco Lopez. Folsom is going to win it. Of course, he won the Smarty Jones last year, finished 4th behind Hot Rod Charlie in the PA Derby, but a huge run from Derby House to finish 2nd.
Yeah, definitely really proud of Folsom and Derby House, making Parks proud down there. Well, let's go back to Saratoga. It's the Grade 2 Glen Falls Stakes, 1.5 miles. It's a long one on the turf for fillies and mares.
Yeah, look, they've made a rider switch this year on Warlike Goddess after she finished 3rd, beating a half length in the Breeders' Cup filly and mare turf. Joelle Rosario, that man, 2-5. She's the 6th. Never in doubt. Super confident ride from Joelle. She only wins by like 1.25 lengths, but Danny, didn't it look like it could have been a lot more?
Yeah, he hand rode her, and that was a textbook turf ride, keeping her covered up, getting her to relax, and then she jumped into the bridle and just accelerated for the win.
She's obviously the best American filly mare turf horse in the country. The question is, what will she have to face when she goes to Keeneland for the Breeders' Cup in the fall?
Yeah, Bill Mott did a really good job with this 5-year-old mare by English Channel, who has had a lot of turf
won the Breeders' Cup
superstars.
turf at the year that was at Monmouth Park.
Yeah, making Daddy proud. Well, it's time for Eye on Racing, and a little bit of a head scratcher here. Churchill Downs is going to open up for 4 big stakes, including the Grade 1 Arlington Million.
Yeah, the Arlington Million, of course, run at Arlington Park for years, the Churchill Downs own track that they decided to close because they didn't want to put a casino there because there's a casino down the road. Nobody's happy about that. Maybe the Churchill stockholders are. I'm not. But anyway, they're running the Arlington Million at Churchill Downs.
And also the Breeders' Cup Whittier and Beverly D, which is a Grade 1 on the turf at Churchill as well. And up at Saratoga, more fun on the turf. It's the Grade 1 4-star Dave, one that's always been near and dear to my heart with Wise Dan. This is another Breeders' Cup win in your end.
And for the people that haven't picked this up yet, Wise Dan is Danny's all-time favorite.
He is. Well, lots of great racing around the country, and want to give a shout out on Sunday. Keep an eye on That's Right. He will be running in the Mahoney Stakes for 3-year-olds going 5.5 furlongs. He's fast. He's been improving. This is his biggest test for trainer Mike Moore.
Yeah, he's going to be running against a star turf horse up there, very likely. But man, That's Right has done nothing wrong.
We'll see if he is the next Ben's Cat. Well, we have to head to another break. When we come back, news and notes, and we have a lot to talk about. So we'll see you in a minute.
Racehorses are pampered,
treated with care, and loved.
Nothing is more important than their health and their safety.
We do right by them,
and they do right by us.
The hard-working folks
who proudly earn our living
in Pennsylvania's horse racing
and breeding industries.
Horse racing is a lot of fun.
But it's so much more.
It provides tens of thousands of jobs.
Jobs. And billions in economic impact each year.
All across the Commonwealth.
Horse racing in Pennsylvania. It's a winner.
Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Go Racing. Our news and notes is brought to you by the Granny Fund, which helps continuing education for our backstretch community. We have to give a big congratulations to our resident Parks handicapper, Craig Donnelly.
Yeah, Craig, 9 for 12 last Wednesday, missed by a nose of having 10, and had an 1180 winner at the end. I texted Craig, I said, I know you went perfect one day, and he did. 8 for 8 one year at Delaware Park, 9 for 11 here at Parks, and I've said this for years, Craig is as good a public handicapper as has ever existed. That job doesn't really exist in newspapers anymore, but when Craig did it for the Inquirer down in Miami, nobody better.
Oh, well, everybody's familiar with our tip sheets that we give out, sponsored by the PTHA. People live by those tip sheets,
and you should.
And for good reason.
Yeah, Craig has seen more races here than anybody on earth.
Absolutely. Well, we're still on a racing break here, but we do come back August 22nd, Monday. Make sure you get your tickets. We have tickets here for the Derby. They're $10 a piece, and you could ride around one of those really cool gators.
Yeah, or you could follow me when I'm driving down the street right on the gator.
Big day of racing here when we come back August 22nd. Well, thanks for watching, Dick and I. We will see you next week on Let's Go Racing.
And they're off. Speaker's Corner has early speed. Hot Rod Charlie, Midnight Bourbon, American Revolution. American Revolution, a 16th to go. Hot Rod Charlie is opening up. Hot Rod Charlie will win the Pennsylvania.